All right, here we go, episode 15.
Lucky 15.
Oh yeah, we got Ryan Johnson here. How's it going, man?
Good. How you doing, man?
Pretty good, pretty good. So, you are here because I noticed you on Facebook and Instagram. My buddy Kyler was helping you build a desk. Is that right?
Yeah. Oh, I love Kyler. He's such a good kid.
Yeah, dude, Kyler's dope. He was on here. I forgot what number episode he was on, but
I saw it.
I'm
it
sure
was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that desk he built is badass.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yep.
What are you using it for?
Audio production in my home office, home
Yeah.
studio. Yep.
Got a home studio.
Yep.
What kind of gear you got in your desk?
Let's see. I got the universal audio interfaces. Got a gray face and a silver face. Got a 2-bus compressor, Allen Smart C2, an 1176 clone, some extra pre's, MW1 DI/reamp box. It's a pretty cool unit. And a Kemper in there, a little patch bay. And
The reamp box. What does that do?
so with this particular unit, you can record your DI and then use the same unit to take that DI, route it out of the computer, back through this box and into a guitar amplifier.
Okay.
So that way I can just like repeat a part, just loop a part and dial in a guitar tone.
Okay.
Just sit there, and that way I don't have somebody sitting there playing for like 45 minutes while we're trying to find the tone.
Yeah, that
You can
makes
use
it
the
way
Kemper.
more convenient.
Yeah,
It's like faster.
it is.
You can dial in like a ballpark it, you know.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh. Yeah, we've got it fixed.
Now you're going to have to do some cutting.
Nah. Fuck that. I leave mistakes in. I don't
Okay,
give
good.
a
Good.
shit.
We're human.
Yeah, dude. Let me fuck up. I don't care.
That's how you get better.
I'm not pretending to be perfect.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Cheers, by the way.
Oh yeah, cheers, man. It's good to have you on.
Thanks.
Um,
Good to be here.
Yeah, dude, I like having new people on and getting different kinds of perspectives, you know. I've just been having a lot of musicians on, you know, people just in bands, but they're easy to get a hold of. They're always like, you know, they're always trying to get out there and promote themselves and,
Oh, yeah.
you know, make shit happen. So it's easy to be like, you know, hit up a guitarist or a singer like, hey, man, you want to come on and promote your band? They're like, oh, fuck yeah.
Yep.
You know, so it's cool getting other people though. Like I had someone who's in my family. His name is Dylan Doobie. He is like the production coordinator at the Orpheum Theater downtown, and yeah, I had him on, and he like, you know, dropped a lot of stories and experience about his time on the Carnival cruise ships.
Oh,
He did
yeah. I heard those are awesome
Yeah,
gigs.
he did audio on the Carnival cruises. It was like pretty insane. I can't imagine that kind of life.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in the Navy, but I was never on a boat.
Really? They never put you out into sea?
No, dude, I was on an airfield the whole time, working on airplanes, but I never went to sea. It's like, damn.
I don't know. For me, that'd be kind of a good gig. I don't like open water. It freaks me out.
I just wanted to see Japan. Like, however the ocean was, whatever, I'd get over it. I just
Yeah.
wanted to get the hell out of the States for a little bit, see some other cultures and stuff. But
For sure.
no, I got to see Maryland culture.
Maryland culture. How would you rate that in comparison to Arizona culture?
Compared to Arizona, that's tough. But honestly, I prefer Arizona. At least people keep to themselves, and like, you know, it's not like, I don't know. It's kind of weird in Maryland. Where I was, it was like a super like country kind of town.
Oh, hell
But
yeah.
it was like only there because the military had a base there.
Mm.
So all the locals were like, you know, just people who worked at like Walmart and like the gas station and like, you know, the
Oh, but that's
convenience
good,
stores and stuff around the base. And
that's good drama to watch, though.
oh, dude, it's pretty crazy sometimes walking through Walmart. Just you like more than half the people wearing camo.
Yep.
Yeah, the place looks empty sometimes.
It's weird for a Walmart.
There's always these vehicles rolling around with like full camo wrapped, you know. Just like, what are you doing with a minivan with a woodland camo? Like,
I mean, I don't see a problem here. You're talking about this like it's a bad thing, and I'd get a couple of beers in you.
it just seems ridiculous, like unnecessary.
Go
Like,
quail hunting.
nice. It's like he learned how to rap on YouTube.
Yeah.
He just wrapped his van in like some camo.
I mean, it sounds like I need to go to Maryland.
Maybe you fit right in, man.
Yeah.
They're crab people out there. They always have crab stickers on their cars and stuff.
So actually, I don't see a problem with any of this. This sounds great.
Crabs are great.
Yeah.
Have you
Dungeness crab, snow crab, king crab,
some Bubba Gump
Bubba Gump.
Crab and Company?
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of there's this theory called, what is it called? I think it's called carcinization or something like Fuck, I wish I had a Jamie to look this up right now. But it's a theory that all forms of evolution, all forms of life are trying to evolve into the crab-like state. Like
Why?
they're saying that there's all these evolutionary traits that are like, evolved in different paths but are similar, sort of like webbed fingers between ducks and bats. Kind of like they're the same kind of features but evolved in different paths,
Okay.
So all these, like the creature with the most common features is a crab. They have the most common evolutionary features. Like everything is trying to evolve into a crab. It's just a theory. It's like if there was 4 trillion more years on the earth, everything would just be crabs.
This sounds like a fucking weird theory.
Yeah, it's just some evolutionary biologists being philosophers.
We're supposed to evolve into aliens. If I go into a crab, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, I don't want an exoskeleton.
No, I want a big head and fucking black eyes and have telepathic power and shit. I don't want to be on the bottom of a fucking ocean scrumming around for scraps.
I just want the technology. Just steal that shit. If somebody's already probably done it. They've probably already got the technology.
Simpsons did it.
The Simpsons probably did it for sure. I wonder if they've released the episode even.
Next season.
What if there's episodes they can't release?
There has to be.
They're just too like scary. They're like, if you publish this,
Like Nostradamus bullshit.
yeah,
Tell in the future. It's like, don't release that one. It's gonna fucking unlock Pandora's box.
that's a prophecy. They're all prophecies.
They are, yeah.
That would be nuts. Some Illuminati shit. Matt Groening, what are you doing?
I don't know. We're kind of fucked, I guess, depending on how you look at it. Anyways,
Imagine
get
if
much worse.
if the movie came true.
Yeah.
Just drop a glass dome over a city.
I always wish they would have made a second one.
They might. I mean, it's still going. The Simpsons is still there, and
Yeah, I haven't seen a Simpsons episode in like 20 years.
yeah,
To be
you should
fair.
see, I see ads for it on Facebook, and you just scroll through the comments, and it's just hundreds of comments saying like The Simpsons sucks, like it used to be better,
Really?
like it's always bad, like yeah. The top 20 comments are always just talking shit.
That's
Like,
the internet, though.
yeah,
I
but
don't know if it's worth their grain of salt or whatever you say, but
that is true. I mean,
I don't know. If I gave it an open mind, gave it a shot, maybe it would be good. I don't know.
it seems like when something gets so big, you have to appeal to so many people,
Yeah.
or else you just get demonized and like thrown on the fire. And I think Simpsons is just a little too big.
Yeah.
And, like they're not that. I don't know. It feels like they're not like explicit enough to be pushing boundaries like South Park does, or shows like that.
Yeah.
But so they have to be like, they're on Fox, so they got to be like family
Well,
show.
Speaking of which, I did see the new Jackass movie.
Oh
And
yeah,
it's very niche.
yeah,
right? Like
yeah,
you
of
know
course.
what you're getting when you watch Jackass. I fucking hated it.
It seemed forced to me.
It really did, and it was like a bunch of old dudes. And granted, they did some really good stunts, but it seemed like they grabbed a couple of young guys and they were like, "Hey, go do this." You know what I mean? And it wasn't the same.
No,
And maybe I'm getting old, but it seemed different, and I didn't like. They only did one old man Zisman bit. Johnny's old man character.
yeah. Like,
One bit in the whole movie.
well, they already did like 2 movies about it.
I know, but it's really good.
How else? How much more could they do? I mean, they already made Bad Grandpa, and I don't know what
Oh
else.
wait, he had his own movies?
Yeah,
I never saw
you
that.
never seen Bad Grandpa?
No.
They literally did a whole movie with that bit.
Fuck, I suck. All right, I didn't know that.
Dude, go look up Bad Grandpa. It's funny. It's like, and they've tried to put a plot to it. He like brings a kid around with him, and like, dude, it's pretty bad. Like, it's funny, man.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Have you seen the? There's an Eric Andre movie where
I'm not a fan of him. I don't really think
Um,
he's funny.
I like a lot of his like live like pranks, like the prank skits.
Maybe I haven't seen enough.
He does some crazy shit. Like there's one time he runs into a bakery and like a cop is chasing him, and he's like fuck, trying to get away, and then like the cop like pushes him up against the counter and like handcuffs him and then turns him around and they just start making out
Oh
like
Jesus.
in front of all these people at a bakery. And everyone's like, what the fuck is going on? Like sometimes he dresses up as a cop and like goes around and just says stupid shit to people on the street.
Okay, that's kind of
He
cool.
handcuffed himself to a pole with his pants down, dressed as a cop. He's like, help, somebody
Oh my
help me.
God.
Oh, I'm kind of in a.
I guess I just haven't seen enough.
He's
stuff.
pretty good with his live pranks, but I could see why a lot of people kind of just pass on it. 'Cause
Yeah.
some of it gets obnoxious. You're like,
What was that? What show did he have? Didn't he have a Comedy Central show where it was like a talking head type deal?
yeah, it was the Eric Andre show.
Oh, I didn't like it. I like the talking stuff. Like I don't think he's like a good like punchline comic.
No, he's more of a physical comedian
Yeah.
for sure. He has a lot of physical props.
Yeah.
And like it's like shock factor kind of comedy because he has people on and like nobody even knows what they're getting into. He doesn't tell them what to expect or anything. Like he tells them it's an interview, it's a talk show. And they come on and then they just get blasted with all this crazy random shit. Like his desk exploding and he like throws up oatmeal and like the studio is always at like 85 degrees. So everyone's always uncomfortable, like sweating.
I think I'm thinking of somebody else
I
then.
don't know. It's interesting to watch. Like it's worth a try, but it's definitely not for everybody.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Well, that's how it was with Rick and Morty for me
Oh yeah.
and my wife. Watched an episode and I'm like, this is fucking stupid. And then I watched another one and I'm like, this is gold. Like,
Yeah.
it finally clicked for me. I'm like, oh, I get it. Like this is really
The
good.
first episode's kind of weird.
Yeah.
The first episode's weird because they're trying to like it's like a pilot. They're trying to summarize what the show is about without actually getting into the plot.
Yep.
And it's like I don't know, it kind of seems like really random. Then the second episode throws plot into it. And you're like, okay, this is a lot bigger than I thought it was, Like the universes really are infinite. This is fucking nuts.
Yeah. And they've done so well with that show. I love it.
Yeah, I heard that the writer originally wanted to he wanted to post it like one episode a month. So it was going to be like a long format, but it was totally unique, cuz like no other shows do that. So it's like he pitched that and they shot him down. They're like, "Nope, you got to have one a week if
He's
you're
a
going to have
smart
this
dude.
contract."
He's
Yeah,
a smart dude.
and honestly, like the way Rick and Morty is, like there's so much information in each episode. Like, how the fuck is he gonna keep up with that? One episode a week? You know
Yeah.
how much it takes to produce a Rick and Morty episode?
A whole team of people.
Dude, there's so much in every one of them. It's crazy. It's not like you know, fucking like Home Movies was on Adult Swim. Remember that show back in the day?
No.
Oh man, that show definitely did not take as much time to create. Like
So I used to watch C Lab 2021.
even that show didn't take as much time to create as a Rick and Morty show.
Yeah. That show was fucking
Yeah, that
awesome.
show was funny, dude. It's the same
Yeah.
era.
Was it?
Same era as Home Movies.
Mm.
It was like
I
the
didn't
same
have
time.
cable at the time, so I'd have to go to a friend's house to watch it.
Oh, okay.
So that's probably why I didn't see it. But what was the other one with the Frylock and Meatwad?
Oh, Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Yeah, I used to watch the shit out of that.
Hell yeah, man.
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah, dude. Aqua Teen Hunger Force is dope.
Carl.
Oh, Carl's the best.
Yep.
The best one. It's fucking New Jersey, dude. It's like bald.
Mm-hmm.
Just has the accent. He's just an asshole to everybody.
God, if I could be anybody, it would be Carl. That or Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Pretty close to Carl.
Yeah.
I'm closer to Carl than Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I'm closer to Stone Cold Steve Austin than I am to Carl.
I'm jealous.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm bald and I drink beer. Does that get me close to Stone Cold?
I think that's both, dude. That's that. I don't know. They're pretty close, but Stone
I
Cold
could
is
do a goatee.
I feel like if Carl was a professional wrestler, he'd be like the evil Stone Cold.
Oh, like his doppelganger?
Yeah, he'd be like the Wario of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah. I mean, I'd pay to see that fight. More than I'd pay to see fucking Stone Cold go against Kevin Owens at WrestleMania this year.
Oh, is that what's gonna happen?
I guess haven't watched wrestling in like since 2001.
Man, how old is Stone Cold?
I think he's like near 60.
Yeah, 50 something.
Yeah.
50. He's
He's
gotta
up
be.
there, dude. He's
How-
wrestled
how-
in 19 years.
How can he still do that? Like, how's that match gonna look?
I don't
Like-
know. They don't know if it's going to be a match or he's just going to come out and stun him or what the fuck's going to happen.
That's
But
probably
if
what's gonna happen.
Yeah, if it's a full-on match, I mean, that's like Ric Flair territory wrestling in his fucking 60, whatever he was.
Yeah. Good luck.
That was not good to watch.
Well, they
Watching
don't-
old man Flair. Ugh,
They don't let people do that shit anymore.
no.
If
It's
you're
a
if they
liability.
like, yeah. I don't know, man. It's too easy to break yourself, you know?
Yeah.
Like those guys are just like addicted to it. They're addicted to the fucking rush, the fame, you know,
Yeah.
the showmanship. It's like I gotta keep doing it. That's all I know.
I was addicted to watching them back in the 90s. Fuck, I loved wrestling. My buddy of mine hooked me up with the Peacock Network, and WWE put all their shit on that. So I'll fucking load up WWE Network
Oh,
once in a
Peacock.
while and go back. Right now, I'm currently wrapping up King of the Ring 1993.
Oh God, yeah, it has like a whole story, huh?
Oh yeah, dude. That's when they ran long programs. Like feuds would go on for a year or more.
Yeah, right. They all come out like, oh, this motherfucker. Like,
Yep.
they meet backstage and like hit him with a chair, like some
Oh.
stupid shit.
It's a man soap opera, and it's fucking glorious.
I remember seeing a clip of Beetlejuice from the Howard Stern show backstage, and one of the wrestlers just comes up and just fucking nails him with a chair, like Beetlejuice. You know, the little dude.
I don't know if I ever watched Howard Stern. I
man.
would listen to
Pretty good.
clips.
You could just look up some greatest hits. I'm sure Beetlejuice is in half of them.
Okay.
He's like one of the stars of the show. He's like this little black guy. He had some like medical issues, but he would like he could not answer a question. You know, if you'd ask him how to spell something, he would just like spell his own name.
Oh.
You know, he would just like not like, but he would have fun with it. You know, you could tell he was having fun, like putting on a show, but he would never answer a question straight. And he would talk really funny, but like I'm sure they took advantage of him. His story is like, I don't know, it's not that great, but he definitely had a lot of gold. Like that was a good era for that Howard Stern show for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, Beetlejuice is a good one. It's
think
got
I
some good
watched-
material.
I think I watched Howard Stern in like 2000, but it was like a recap show.
Yeah.
So on Friday and Saturday nights in Chicago, it would be on WCIU, channel 13, local station, of course. You would watch MASH at 10,
Yeah.
then Man Cow Muller at like 11. And then if you stayed up past Man Cow, you got to like the Howard Stern recap show where they would play like 4 minutes and then like another 4 minutes of commercials. So you barely got to see any Howard Stern shit. It was a weird recap show from what I remember, but I was
Yeah.
like 13 at the time.
They couldn't put any of the explicit shit on TV, so
Yeah.
they had to like, I don't know, do like pay-per-view pretty much.
Yeah.
It was almost like the first like, I don't know. It's like the first subscribed podcast almost.
Yeah. And now look, we got people like me fucking sitting in front of a mic talking. Nobody wants to hear me talk, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, same, dude.
Yeah. Well, probably more you than me.
I'd be surprised if anybody got this far into my podcast.
Yeah, if you're still listening, thanks.
Yeah, seriously. I know all of you guys have only heard like 3 each. Just look at your friend's episode and then carry on. I get it.
Yeah. Hey, man, that's the world we live in.
That's all right. They're not all great.
Don't tell them that.
They're the best. It's the best podcast.
What a salesman.
Every episode, including this one, as you can tell already, it's the best episode you've heard.
Tell them what they get for listening to the podcast this far.
Man, I'm still writing that one down.
Okay.
Still working on some giveaways.
Okay. Yeah, like Price is Right or whatever.
Yeah, dude, I'll give away some tickets
Yeah.
as soon as I can get some.
To the gun show.
If I had any guns,
Yeah, I mean, they could be like Derringers. Isn't that the little tiny guns?
yeah, they're not small. They're like shotguns. You know, just
That's a good gun to go to a gun show.
yeah, I can knock one person out.
Oh, I feel like this is a story. Please go on.
No, it's not really a story. I mean,
You could make it one.
I could make up a story. Not on the spot though.
Okay. Damn.
I'm not gonna just improvise a story where I got in a fight and knocked some dude out, because that shit never happened.
Oh, did you ever used to play that game when you were kids where you would start with a sentence and by the time it got to the end?
I gotta do this telephone.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, what it was called.
played it in class, but I never like
Outside
like,
of
hey
school.
guys, let's go play telephone.
Yeah, I know. We were too busy playing Power Rangers and shit.
Halo.
Hey, oh, yeah.
As soon as I could get my hands on it.
Yeah.
I remember my mom was like, "You can't buy that; it's too violent."
Oh,
I'm
dude.
like fucking 11. Like I'm watching Terminator. I'm watching Starship Troopers and shit,
Yeah.
and like I can't play Halo. What the fuck?
What a time to be alive.
Yeah. Hey, give me 1 second. Well, I was talking about Halo and stuff, but we got interrupted, and then I pushed play, and we recorded a whole bunch with the mute button on.
That's life.
Oh,
Sometimes you're
man.
muted and sometimes you're not.
It's at least my life. I don't know how many other lives that is, but
Well, there's a lot of people on the planet, so it's probably safe to say at least one more.
yeah. Yep, at least another person is like this.
Yes.
Why am I like this? Anyways, let's get back to some of the important topics that we talked about. And
Yeah, we were talking about a lot of dumb shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of it was dumb, but let's get to the important shit. Let's just cut straight to the meat. What kind of shows should I be expecting? Like, what kind of shit are you looking forward to right now?
Okay, so there's definitely the Archspire Dead World Reclamation show coming up next month in April. That's going to be awesome. I think it's April 18th. If you can go to that, go.
April
That'll be
18th.
bad. Yeah, pretty sure. I think I have it in my calendar. I could be wrong, people. So check for yourselves. Dead World Reclamation, Archspire, probably some other really good bands on that bill. I can't remember because I'm a couple of IPAs deep, and I apologize. However, go to the show.
You don't have to apologize for drinking beer on this podcast.
God damn it, you're right. Why did I do that?
I don't know.
Stone Cold would never apologize for drinking beer.
Yeah, think about it this way. How many people are not listening to this? And how many people are?
You just blew my mind.
I'm not trying to.
It doesn't take much.
I just worded that backwards.
Okay.
But, I mean, there's not a lot of people listening to this, so don't worry about it, man.
Okay. I'm just really
Hopefully
nervous.
it's just all the people you're going to share it to for me.
Oh no, I'm so nervous. Just kidding.
Yeah, you should be showing people this garbage.
Oh my god. Well, being that I'm on this, it's definitely trash. Anything I'm a part
I'm
of
on
is
it
always.
15 times. Think about that.
Oh man. Well, it's never been this bad until I showed up.
You should see the one with Dakota.
Was it worse? Was it worse? This,
No,
this
just
is not bad.
I don't know how many times we used the word butthole in between us on Dakota's episode,
Oh,
but
nice.
it was notable.
Like tight buttholes and loose buttholes.
Yeah, I mean, it was like he was like talking about a competition, about, making a calendar with his band and who would make the better calendar between him or Condemned.
Like a calendar of
Yeah.
buttholes.
Well, that was Amaya's idea. Condemned had a different strategy, but you can listen to the episode if you want to get more info on it.
Yeah.
It's there. I don't want to repeat it.
Okay. No spoilers. You almost spoiled something earlier, and it might have been M. Night Shyamalan. During
Yeah,
the,
it was that shitty Will Smith movie After Earth.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I totally spoiled the ending. Now I can go back and not spoil it for anybody who loves M Night Shyamalan movies.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. If in case you haven't seen After Earth, it's a good one. Wink, wink. Yeah. But
It's a good one. Oh dear Lord. That's sarcasm in case you were wondering, people.
yeah, that was what the winks were for.
Yeah. I was too busy closing my eyes and laughing and hystericalness.
Yeah.
That's the word.
Well, anyways, so you got that one on April 18th that's coming up. That
Yeah.
show that
I'm hoping to go to that
Yes.
one.
everyone
That's
should
not
look for
mine.
that to go to it. And then you have one shortly after that with your band.
I do. April 22nd at the Blues Bar, BLOOZE, at the Blues Bar. April 22nd. I think it's a Friday night. Friday nights are meant for
Convenient.
drinking. Any day that ends in Y is good for drinking. I'll tell you right now.
Yep.
Yep, April 22nd. And then we also have May 27th. And I will again apologize this time to Dio, my drummer, because I forgot where it's supposed to be. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm looking at the band calendar. It just says Dio show. There's no location. There's no time. I'm extremely disappointed in Seboullia. This is bullshit. You guys should know better. But anyways, we're playing May 27th, so that'll be cool. And then we have a nice show August 2nd. Right? Did I say August 2nd earlier? I believe it's August 2nd. The Decrepit Birth show at the Nile will be opening for those guys.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, that should be a good time. So we have 3 coming up for this year. Hopefully more on top of that. And we just ordered new shirts, motherfuckers.
Are they for sale right now?
No.
When are they going to be for sale? Next show?
Yes. I
Nice.
was just told today they should be in my hand the day before the show.
Ooh, that's close.
Yep.
Hopefully that's true.
I'm really hoping so. But you know what? That's a good sign because when I did ask about their turnaround time, they said they were freaking busy, which means a lot of bands are hitting the road, doing shows, and ordering merch. And that's really good.
That is
I
good.
like hearing that.
Who do you use?
Indie merch.
Indie merch?
Yep.
Is that like a national?
It
outfit?
is. They're based in LA, and I've gotten a couple of quotes of companies from around town.
Yeah.
Indie merch still beats them, man. On the the out the door price, indie merch still wins.
Interesting.
So yeah, like I want to support a local business. I'm all about it. But
LA's
we're
hurting.
broke death metal band, so I'm really sorry. I have to go with the cheaper quote, and it's really good quality. Like it's not like I'm sacrificing quality. So that's nice. So yeah, indie merch. Anyone who's looking to get some merch, I'm gonna plug them because they've been really good to us.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. I'll look into it if I ever get merch for this show. You know?
Yeah.
I was thinking about getting some shirts that say things beyond sound, like media staff.
Oh
Trying to show up to venues, and just walk through. You know?
With your own credentials.
I'll get like a lanyard, and have like a plastic covered ID that has my face and everything.
Oh my god, it's perfect.
Bring a headset connected to like a Walkman.
Yeah, and like maybe
Old,
a boom,
it doesn't
a
even
boom
work.
pole.
Like
Like
carry that over my shoulder, just
Yeah.
walk on in.
did you see that video? It was just posted. I don't know how old it is. It's fucking awesome. It basically shows you that as long as you and one other person walk into any establishment and are carrying a ladder,
Oh yeah, dude.
no one bats an eye.
I love that video.
That's
You
awesome.
just go watch a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I remember that video. That's a good
They
one.
just wave like, oh yeah, okay, hey, go on in.
Dude, it's pretty crazy. I've been working a lot in the theater world. I've been doing a lot of shows at like the Orpheum downtown and like the Herberger Theater and Mesa Arts Center, Symphony Hall, stuff like that. Just doing the theater work, and like it's pretty crazy. Like if you just wear all black, you could pretty much just walk around a theater. Like nobody's gonna bat an eye. Like they're
That's
just gonna
awesome.
expect you're part of the stage crew because like the only people that wear all black work on stage.
Yeah.
So it's like everyone in the union doing the work and stuff, they're all wearing all black. So it's like, if you just walk around wearing all black, like somebody might be like, who was that? And they're just like, well,
Whatever.
who cares?
He didn't seem like he was trouble.
As long as you don't look like you're stealing something, like
Yeah. He didn't seem to
You're
have
probably
a microphone
good.
in his pants. He was just happy to see me.
perfect. But yeah, man, I used to do fire alarm inspection stuff too. So I'd be wearing like, a fire alarm or a fire equipment shirt, a button up shirt with like a tool belt on my side, and I would have like a radio and some equipment with me, and
You looked official.
yeah, I could walk anywhere, dude. You could go anywhere. I would literally walk into a building, not talk to anybody, just walk through the back into the kitchen and start checking smoke detectors. Like nobody even talks to me, They're just like, "Oh, he's supposed to be here."
Yep.
It's pretty crazy how like you can fool people like that.
Dude,
I want to do that with the Things Beyond Sound shirts. I want to see if I
Yeah.
can figure it out. It'd be cool.
I mean, on that thought, that's how a lot of con men have gotten as far as they have. And that's kind of how the world works.
Dude, you got to have some balls to
Yes, you
con
gotta
people.
have balls.
Just straight up talk to people's face and con them and just lie to their face like that. Like,
But the world is people.
that's
If you
not the
can-
same as just wearing a disguise.
If you can trick people and get around people, you have mastered the world.
That's business.
Yes.
That's showbiz, baby.
Yeah, it's some kind of biz.
That's showbiz. Manipulating people.
Yeah. I haven't manipulated anybody since I was like 7 years old and wanted a Power Rangers toy. but
Manipulate people on stage every time you play.
I do tell them to boo me.
I bet it works.
It does. And it's awesome.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's the power.
I always
Fuels your need.
It does. It really does. I don't want them to cheer me. I want them to boo me. Hey, it goes with the band gimmick.
Yeah, the band is Seboullia, by the way. I don't think he said the name yet.
I'm sorry. Yeah, my band is Seboullia. It's a take off of the lore of Ghostbusters. So if you remember and know the film, there's a scene with Rick Moranis where he's wearing the fucking colander on his head, and Egon just took him off the cop. Like the cops dropped him off to Egon, and Rick Moranis has been possessed at this point. And Egon's questioning him and like asking him who he is and all this because he sees that he's possessed, like something's off.
Mm-hmm.
And he asks him who he is. He says, he's the Keymaster. He is Vulgus Drohar, Lord of the Seboullia. So that's a part of the Ghostbusters lore, is somewhere in their books of ghosts and all that.
Yeah.
They have this thing that's associated with Gozer, the main bad guy, this ancient civilization called Seboullia, and they worship Gozer. So our take on it was to say, okay, well, we are Seboullia, and there's been some internal discussion and debate about like the backstory of
How
what we
deep
would.
it's gonna go.
Yeah, basically, because we're stupid nerds. But
How many people are gonna ask?
yeah, no one has, so it doesn't matter.
This is I'm number one.
Yes, exactly. But in my mind, it's like, okay, well, maybe we're possessed Ghostbusters and we are worshiping Gozer rather than trying to capture ghosts. It could go. It could go
That's some
anyway.
dangerous territory.
Yeah, it is.
Possessed Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
That's like corrupt politicians.
it is. It really is. And we're hoping for your vote this summer.
Not unless you legalize weed.
Wait, isn't it already in
Federally?
Arizona? Oh, federally. Yeah. Well, no one cares about that, anyways.
Yeah, nobody cares.
See, no one cares. We got Dotson. We got Dotson here. See, no one cares. But yeah, that's the internal debate sometimes, is like, well, how deep do we go with explaining the name of the band? Well, at the end of the day, the answer is it doesn't matter. We go on stage, we have the gimmick, it's fun. We get to tell the crowd to boo us instead of cheer us. And we get to play death metal, and I scream, and there's blast beats and fucking shredding guitar. And it's fun. And that's all I care about. And people come up and they get to fucking look at the costume and like talk to us, and like just being able to engage with people in the scene and like hope that they enjoyed the show. Like, did you come out and have a beer if you could and enjoy yourself and stick around to see the other bands? That's what's important.
Yeah, for sure. I like I like trying to talk to the band members. I like trying to like find the band members after the show because you know, like all the local bands, at least if it's like a national headliner, they're like packing their shit up trying to get out of there.
I haven't seen that yet with the ones we've done. Thankfully, it's been really good. Everyone's
cool?
stuck around. Yeah, I love that because in Chicago they did that all the time. Like you would play your set, your crowd would leave, and so would the band, and it was fucking stupid.
Yeah, yeah, and like I'm talking like just from the few experiences I've had, like when you see a national act, they're almost like fucking trying to sleep behind the merch table, kind of like you know, that's the experience I've had, but it's not like, I guess maybe they weren't like national acts, they're just doing a national tour.
Right, they bought on maybe.
Yeah, or they're just kind of put together their own kind of like homegrown tour kind of thing, where they just made the calls themselves.
Yep.
But you know,
it's hard work, man.
Yeah, and I noticed that like when people are fucking tired, so I don't go bug them or anything. But like, you know, sometimes you get to talk to some cool people in some bands. Like I remember I talked with some of the dudes from Black Dahlia Murder once. When I went to one of their shows, and like we were just like, as soon as it was over, we're like, all right, let's go to the back, quick. We like fucking booked it, and like we ran around back, and my friend was so dumb. My friend at the time, he had an eighth of weed with him, and he fucking gave it to their bass player. It was Bartholomew at the time, and he gave him this eighth of weed and said, hey man, like let's smoke this, like let's fucking go smoke somewhere. And he's like, no man, we're really busy, but like we'll. Like, you know, and he gave it to him, and he was like, "Oh, well, you could still have it. Here you go, man." He just fucking gave him an eighth of weed for no reasons. Like, wasn't my weed.
Yeah,
like it's like if he doesn't smoke with you, then just walk away. Like, fuck. But whatever. But we talked with Flesh God Apocalypse on that show too.
Oh,
we got a picture. They're all like yelling at each other in Italian. You know?
Yeah.
They're all like fucking arguing in Italian. We like walked up
about dinner or something.
Yeah, well, they were packing up their truck. You could see they were like frustrated trying to pack up, you know. But we jumped in there anyways. Like, hey guys, can we get a picture with you? Like, oh yeah.
What are you supposed to say unless you're a total dick?
Yeah, they're cool. Those dudes are really cool. But
that's why I always try to stay in my costume after we're done with our set.
Oh yeah.
I go to the merch table and I stay in my costume.
Nice.
And like, please come up to me. Like, let's have a beer and chat and hang out and fucking bullshit. Like, I love
it. Easy to pick you out at that point.
Yeah. Like, I'm there to hang out and have fun.
Yeah.
That's all I care about.
Yeah, I was at a Maya show, and I totally mistook this one dude for the lead singer, and I tapped him on the back. I was like, "Hey man, that was a good show. Nice job up there." And he looks at me, he's like, are you thinking of Wade?" I'm like, "Oh my god, you're not Wade!" Like, holy fucking
room, and everyone has
just like hair, I was drinking. But it was like, shit, you're not Wade. Sorry, man. He's like, no, I get that all the time. Everyone thinks I'm Wade. Here, I know where he's at. And he like drugged me over to Wade.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Shit.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. But do you know those dudes from Amaya?
No, I haven't met any of them. In fact, I know Dakota had reached out to me to see if we could get on a show together in August.
Yeah.
And that's when we were still trying to figure out if we were going to get the Decrepit Birth show.
Mm-hmm.
So I told him I had to talk to the guys and see what was going to happen. And then we got the Decrepit Birth show. So we had to try again next time, hopefully. But that'd be a really cool night.
Yeah, dude.
And they seem like really sweet guys.
Dude, those guys are cool.
Yeah.
They're wild.
Tyler hangs out with them. I'm hanging out with them.
They're wild, man.
Yeah?
They're fucking wild. They're like loud and fucking rowdy. I like it. I like it. Those guys are cool. I went to a bar with them the other day. It was probably a couple weeks ago. This bar, Brennan's, and just having a couple beers with them. But they're definitely the loudest people in the building.
Nice.
I was like, God damn, you guys are fucking nuts. But it's mostly Wade. Mostly Wade. Of course, the singer.
Yeah.
He's a funny dude, that's for sure. He's on the podcast with their bassist, Bradley.
Gotcha.
So one of the episodes is theirs.
I'll have to check it out.
But it's good. Those guys are funny.
Yeah, I think we have a really good group of guys, and I haven't seen any gals, but I know we have a good group of guys in the Valley in like heavy death metal or metal, like melodic death metal or metalcore, deathcore. Everybody so far that I've ran into seems really cool, which is awesome to see.
There's like assholes everywhere you go.
I'm sure
you find them. You find them on accident because they're just so like easy to find.
What are you trying to say? I got rose-colored glasses on.
It's hard to ignore them. That's all I'm
Tell me who's an
saying.
asshole right now.
Me.
Okay, well, I knew that.
No, but all I'm saying is like the metal community is pretty cool, and I think everybody's starving for that community feeling.
Yeah.
Everybody wants it to be one big circle right now, and everybody wants to be involved with each other and like really try to like make something bigger than just a bunch of little tiny local bands. So everybody's trying to get together and make something work. And you know, like don't be fooled. There's a lot of shitty people out there, but you know, this
Want your
scene,
list
this
right
scene
after we get done recording.
This scene, oh dude, I can give you a list. Trust me, I'm telling you, there's a list. It's gonna take a few days though. I'll have to get back to you.
Like fucking Nixon over here with his hit list.
Dude, don't get me started. Don't get me started.
Oh god.
I don't need to be on the government's list. But like you were saying, this community is really good right now, and I like how everyone's trying to like try to stitch it together.
Yeah.
Especially after the pandemic. Like before the pandemic, it was still like just a bunch of islands. Nobody talks to each other. And now like the pandemic happened and like nothing really happened. Everybody's still islands. And then like now that it's like kind of like calming down, everybody's trying to like put something together that was never there. So everybody's kind of like, you know, trying to make the circle bigger. It's kind of awkward, honestly, like from my observations.
Gotcha.
Everyone's trying to make new projects. Everyone's trying to like, you know, even me, I'm just trying to start this podcast to fucking trying to bring it all together, bring people together that don't talk to each other, like you and the Amaya boys, you know?
Yep.
And, you know, I want to bring shit together too, but
that's what I mean by like the world is people. Like that's the most important thing.
oh yeah.
Like if you want to accomplish something in your life, I have always felt in my experience, it's about who you know. And I don't mean that in like a way of using those relationships, but it opens doors. Like if you know someone who can do a thing that you need and they're willing to help you out and you guys are cool, like that unlocks something. And then they might know someone else who can do a thing later down the road that you need. Like that unlocks another door. It's all about relationships and how cool you can be, and just don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
Just don't be a dick, and things will be okay.
I don't know if that's
my belief.
I don't know if that's the beer talking, but I'm a dick quite often.
Well, a fun dick.
A fun dick.
Whoa. That's fucking
Only
weird.
be a fun dick.
Just be a dick for fun. Your dick is meant
Okay,
for
that sounds
fun.
better.
Oh, that's weird.
Be a dick for fun. That sounds
Be a dick
better.
for fun.
Better than being a fun dick.
So here's the thing. Jokes are cool. If you don't know I'm joking, then
Jokes are getting less cool by the minute.
Yeah.
By the way, jokes are getting less and less cool.
It's still cool to me.
It's still cool to me.
It's still cool to me.
Still cool to Stone Cold Steve Austin. I know that for a fact.
Oh, hell yeah. Give me a goddamn beer.
Anyways, on that note, don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Listen to Seboullia.
Please.
Look out for that April 22nd show. They're going to the Blues Bar.
Come hang out, have a beer.
The link will be in the description for his band. So I'll make that happen.
Thank you very much.
Nice to have you on, Ryan.
Nice to have myself here.
That was nicely worded.
Oh, man, that was so botched. Nice.
All right, man.
It was nice hanging out.